I feel like now at the beginning of this video, wow, thanks for blurring, camera. I appreciate that. Can you please not? It's gonna keep blurring. All right. There you go. Magic vape smoke. I feel like I should start this video by making a bit of an acknowledgement of a criticism that I know I'm gonna start getting pretty soon. I've made a lot of videos on Blaire White. And I worry that I'll be called out for hypocrisy because I make fun of people like The Quartering or Geeks and Gamers for making hundreds of videos about Brie Larson. And at the same time, I've made like, what, a dozen videos about Blaire White? But this isn't a very hard argument to argue against. I just want to do it at the beginning of this video since I feel like with this video, I might get a lot of those comments. When people like The Quartering or Geeks and Gamers make a shit ton of videos about someone like Brie Larson, they're doing it because they're mad that an actress exists. Someone who's doing no harm to the world, who just is an actress that played a character in a movie that they don't like, and an actress who has progressive opinions that they don't like. That's their only and because it makes them a lot of money. Those are the only reasons they make those videos. I make videos on Blaire White because she's extremely popular and makes overtly political content, spreading opinion, and lying, too. She's been called out for lying quite a bit. That's why she's losing so many subs right now, is because of the Janae Marie Kroc stuff. So with all that said, Blaire White causes demonstrable harm. She's a massive figure. That's why I make a lot of videos on her. So, let's get right into it.
Here, Tony.
Yeah, the video we're watching is I Identify as a Dog. Okay, bro. I'm going to start right off the bat by saying I highly doubt that the people in this video literally identify as a dog, like they think they're a dog. I'm pretty sure this is just fetish play. You guys do know that there's, like, people who have weird fetishes and they engage in those weird fetishes. That doesn't mean that they identify as like, a dog, right? That's not what this is. I'm pretty confident that's not what this is. Also, why do you think Blaire White's making this video? It's not to kink shame. Well, it is. But it's not because she thinks, oh, this kink is weird. It's because, and this is important, Blaire White wants to draw a, not a distinction, but a comparison between these crazy people that identify as a dog or whatever, and trans people who don't pass as well or as pretty, or are as pretty as her. That's why she's doing this. Let's watch.
You know what?
Is that too loud?
Hello, PETA?
I was
Hey
ready
guys,
for it.
welcome back to my
I was ready for the ear rapey sparkle noise that time. Can't get me, Blaire.
main channel. It's beginning to look a lot like a Blaire White Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I know that a lot of people suffer from seasonal depression and get really down around the holiday time, but for me, you know, I suffer from like always depression with the exception of Christmas and December. It's like December 1st hits and I'm in an amazing mood, even though this year has been... Anyways. But yeah, what are you guys getting me for Christmas?
A response video. Oh god, she's gonna do the blinky effect. Oh god, I'm gonna kill myself.
Every single one of you is getting me a present this year, right? Okay, I'll wait.
That blinky sound, that blinky sound effect makes me want to die. It's probably one of the most annoying things about a Blaire White video.
Oh wait, you're right. I'm not gonna spoil it. So last night I was in bed with my fiance and we were both on our phones and he said, Blaire, there's some trans stuff going viral and trending on...
Oh no. Oh no. Chat. Wait. Is that him right there? Oh no. He's bald. Oh no. Oh no, he's balding.
On the Snapchat front page. And I was like, at first skeptical, of course, because any trans stuff that Joey's watching is really not gonna be something I would wanna watch. That's really his private time. But anyways, but I'm like, okay, I'll look. And
Wait.
I opened my phone and the
Oh no! Wait! That's his wait! Oh no! Her fiance's a chaser. Guys, there's nothing wrong with watching trans porn, but if it's like the kind of trans stuff that he watches is just trans porn, it is kind of weird, right? Like, being a chaser is cringe, all right? You know, like occasionally... He's a hair follicle abolitionist. Oh, God, that was such a weird thing to say for Blaire there. Why would you say that? Why would you admit that your fiancé is a chaser? Oh, God. That's kind of like... I don't know. It's kind of sad. I don't know. Like, for Blaire White, I kind of feel bad now.
First thing I see is my partner identifies as a dog. Right there on the front page for millions to see. But, you know, because it is the holiday season, and I am working
clickbait.
on, you know, just being a little more joyful, a little less judgmental.
Is Blaire White, like, surprised about clickbait? It's literally her whole channel.
A little more open-hearted and open-minded, I decided to give it a chance and check it out. But I also wanted you guys to watch it with me, so let's watch it. The only thing I know about this before watching it is that this is a trans man who is also a trans dog. If you think I'm saying this to make fun of this person, that is not the case. This is literally how this person describes themselves. A trans man who also identifies as a dog.
I'm not saying this to make fun of them, but I'm going to show a picture of them in which there's clearly supposed to be unflattering, showing the text on the screen and then zooming in, where the joke there is literally supposed to be, they're a trans man, but look at them. They look a little bit more femmy. And look at him. He's also identifies as a dog. Blaire knows that dog isn't a gender, right? People don't... I'm pretty sure it's just fetish play. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
2020, what's good?
We'll see, though.
Look, it's your cousin.
That's cute, dog.
Sorry. Okay. She does not claim him.
Imagine if the easiest way to delight your wife is you just throw a ball across the room. Relationships wouldn't fail anymore if that's all you had to do.
Here, Tony.
Hey, listen, I said it's not morally bad. I didn't say it wasn't cringe, okay? It's definitely cringe. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kink shame a little here. It is pretty fucking weird, alright? Xander Hall RGR watched this video Blaire is reacting to. It's just fetish play. Blaire is straight up lying. Blaire White lying? Wow. Oh. No. She would never. No. Yeah, I know it's just fetish play. We all know it's just fetish play, and Blaire White's finding some video of some... Hold on. Where's the hot lady that does the dog shit? It's really weird, but the lady is pretty hot that does it, okay? Where's the... Hold on. Where's the dog girl? Hold on. Where's the dog girl... OnlyFans lady? Yeah, Gianna Phillips is her name. Hold on. Let's see if we can find a video of it. Here it is. Here's a news story about it by the New York Post. Woman who acts like a kinky puppy makes $10K a month on OnlyFans. I cannot imagine making I can't imagine consistently making $5K a month. Holy shit.
All right, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Hey, hey.
She got some cake, though. If we're not... listen. Blaire White, there's a reason why Blaire White hasn't made a video on this lady. Do you want to know why Blaire White hasn't made a video on this lady and instead made it about a trans dude? Because this is what she looks like. She's hot. And she's cis. It doesn't really fit Blaire White's transphobic agenda that she pushes in her videos to make a video. Please stand up? No. It doesn't really fit Blaire White's agenda to take this, like, hot cis woman and to make fun of her. But for a trans dude who is kind of femme-passing, doesn't, you know, that definitely supports her agenda. This is just kink play. There's tons of fucking people who do this, like... Jesus Christ, she's thick as fuck. Listen, I'm sorry, but if she... Yeah, cock check. We gotta do it. Hands above the table, okay? Keep the hands above the table. All right, hands on camera at all times here. If she wasn't doing the dog play, like, listen, I mean, she got cake, though. Let's just be honest. But yeah, this is just, like, kink play, all right? No one here is unironically identifying as a dog. It's just a sexual thing. It's a degenerate, weird sexual thing, but no one's getting hurt by it, so I don't see why it's a problem.
Hell no. Did he just bark? He barked. I don't even know what I'm getting myself into watching this shit.
Blaire probably thinks anal sex is a sin. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, considering, Blaire White hasn't had bottom surgery as far as I'm aware, so I imagine most of the sex that she has is anal sex. Maybe she just does oral? I don't know.
Beautiful Los Angeles. Of course it takes place here. You know, maybe I'll run into this person on my morning jog. This dog. On my morning jogs.
People come to my house and they see my ribbons and they say, oh, you've won all these ribbons at dog shows, but they rarely ask if I'm the dog.
Yes, because that's a natural question. Someone would ask, are you the dog?
Yeah. Are you? It's kink play. What? We aren't even at the funny part yet.
I've won quite a few. This is the High Point Award for Puppy Palooza, and then these two are the best ones I have because these are my two best in shows. I got these at DomCon.
Oh my god, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, there are kink communities, Blaire White. Did you know? Hold on. One time I was in Vosh's stream watching him play Alien Isolation, and me and Hyena had a very interesting conversation about a kink show that they went to, in which there was a guy who was hooked up, who was like hanging from the ceiling on meat hooks. And he was just having a grand old time. Meat hooks. I assume going through his flesh and skin. Yeah, there are dudes that are just or dudes, women, NBs, all sorts of people that are into being suspended by meat hooks. Yeah. People are into that. People have all sorts of fetishes. This isn't like a trans thing, though Blaire is trying to paint it that way. This is just a kink thing. Cis people do it, trans people do it, gay people do it. I imagine mostly gay people do it, to be fair, because gay people know how to have fun. But, like, it's not a trans thing. Why? How much of a, like, dishonest liar do you have to be to try to paint some kink shit as, like, a trans thing? That's all this is. It's just a kink thing.
My name is Tony, and I'm a human pup.
I'm Andrew. I'm Tony's husband and trainer.
Pet play.
No. They have actual dogs. No.
Yeah.
Why'd they have to have actual dogs?
What do you think, they rape the dogs?
It's okay that
Is Blaire trying to imply that they rape the dogs? Blaire, you're a white woman, okay? I feel much less comfortable with you owning a dog than two white dudes, all right? I'm going to be completely honest here, all right? Completely honest. Blaire White's the white woman here. They're two white dudes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying in regards to the safety of dogs, all right? That's all I'm saying. She even has white in her name. Is she actually going to try to say that they rape their dogs? Oh, God.
that makes me feel uncomfortable, right? Like, you know what? Hello, PETA?
Pet play is any time that
Blaire does know that PETA is like a horrible organization that puts down their animals, right?
person takes on the role of an animal, and they
pet play.
emulate that animal,
That's
either
what they
through
said.
their behavior or their actions. Some people wear costumes. This is the first hood that I ever got.
Yeah, they're literally talking about how it's just a fetish, like, it's pet play. Do people not... Wait. Blaire. We can look at the definition of it. It's a Google search away. Here, let's find a definition. Here, Urban Dictionary. Perfect place. Pet play is a in-roll in which... Wow, thanks for recognizing I do a lot of computer stuff advertisements, targeted advertising. Pet play is a in-roll in which the focus is on the sub entering the altered mind space of a different species, often a dog, cat, or horse, often related to BDSM. My friend Sarah will sometimes pretend to be a kitty when her dominant is around. This is called pet play. This isn't like anything new or weird. It's just fetish art. It's just doing fetish stuff. I do have ad block. It just doesn't work on that page for some reason.
I've been involved in pet play for my entire life. A lot of kids like to play pretend. They like to pretend to be an animal, and they enjoy doing it. I just never grew out of that.
I got into pet play through Tony. Once we started dating, handler is a common role for human pups, and I was glad to do it.
They say when the student is ready, the master appears.
So this is a fetish, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always asking that on this channel. I feel like I'm always reacting to and
Yeah,
watching
it's a fetish.
like really, really out there shit. And my only
It's just
reaction
kink
is
stuff.
just, this is a fetish.
Yeah, so she's acknowledging it's a fetish and a kink. Why is the title, I identify as a dog, okay, bro? What are your fetishes? Ass and titties. What? Alright.
Wrong. So I'm not gonna lie. It has me really effed up that they
And
keep
milfs.
talking about puppy play, pet play, and showing the dogs, like the actual dogs. Like maybe not even PETA. Maybe I should call the police.
What?
Wait,
She's
they're
actually
defending?
trying to imply that they rape their pets. What the fuck? Hold on, I need to see something really quick. I need to check something. I need to... Whew. Why is Blaire such a fucking liar? Good. Good. She's still losing subs. Still an overall net loss of subs. A lot of this has to do with the Janae Marie Kroc thing, but also people are probably way more critical. Even the people who stuck around are probably more critical of Blaire White's videos now, like more willing to look into things or think about it critically and realizing, oh, Blaire named this video, I identify as a dog, when in reality it's just fetish play. That's all it is. Listen, Blaire, I'll say this, I've said this once and I'll say it again. You're the white woman here. They're two white dudes. There's memes about white women fucking dogs. There aren't really many memes about white dudes fucking dogs. So that's all I'm saying here, all right?
The first time I met you, I was dressed as a dog for Halloween.
Are you comfortable being fully out?
I don't care.
He was he's female at the time. I remember that he showed up with a little like dog nose painted on. Yeah, it didn't seem weird at the time.
I just happen to have all the gear.
Well, that
Doggy.
shit's uncomfortable. Here's the thing. Fetishes are okay.
Uh-huh.
Right? Fetishes are clearly okay.
Okay.
Preferably in the privacy of your bedroom, not like all up on trending on Snapchat. Let's say that first. And it's only
Okay.
okay as long as those actual dogs are not involved. Okay? I'm not going to assume they are.
What? You literally have. What are you talking about? You literally already have. You made several like little fucking skits where you're like calling PETA or the police. Like maybe I should call the police. What? You've literally like outright heavily implied that they are.
I'm going to pray they aren't. But like the way this is all presented is the actual issue for me. The identify as a dog thing. I identify as a man and also as a dog thing. Like it makes a mockery of actual.
Wait. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. I'm about to predict everything here. She's lying about there being any type of identifying as a dog here, because that's not what's happening here. It's literally just fetish play, like plenty of people do. And now she's gonna say it makes a mockery of actual trans people. Hit me up.
Trans people and y'all.
He don't miss. He just don't fucking miss. He just don't fucking miss. This is what she's trying to do. She will take any example of like a trans person doing something weird, or even if they just don't pass well, then lie about it to try to paint trans or there is a bad transgender. Everybody must look at the bad trans. That's literally what's happening here. That's what Blaire White's doing. It's just transphobic. Yeah, that's all it is. You know what? If you want a more academic analysis of this, look at ContraPoint's video. The cringe one. She's literally doing the thing that got her canceled originally when she lied about Janae Marie Kroc. She's doing the same thing here. I hope she gets called out about it just as much as she did for the last one.
I don't need me to even tell you that. Like, y'all know. This perfectly feeds into the millions of people on social media. Just search up the terms I identify as. It's like a big joke. Like, it's a joke. Like,
Yeah,
I identify
from,
as
like,
a helicopter,
2006.
I identify as this phone. I identify as this hairbrush. And it adds such an extra layer that the person is actually, you know, a trans man, supposedly. Like, why?
Trans man, supposedly? This is Blaire White's, like, most scuffed video, in my opinion. We're getting attacked. Holy, can we... Wait, can we... Alright. We've gotten lying... Or, sorry, so first we have clickbaiting about the person identifying as a dog. Then her implying that these people are abusing and sexually assaulting their dogs. Then going back around to saying that this person identifies as a dog, then claiming that this person who is trans engaging in fetish makes trans people look bad, and then once again going back to the they identify as a dog, then saying they're supposedly a trans man, so trying to like implying that they aren't actually trans, and then now doing attack helicopter memes. This is like the weirdest like cycle in a Blaire White video I've seen in my life.
Waiting, like, why are you doing that? You're blurring lines that I would prefer not to be blurred.
No lines are
like,
blurred
identifying
here.
as another gender, it's like, okay, whether you like it, understand it, or not, there is a scientific precedent for it. There is like,
Yeah?
we observe this. You know, some people are naturally in the population going to struggle with issues of gender dysphoria. Identifying as a dog, though, I just like to leap from that.
No one's identifying as a dog. Where are you getting this from? Like, no one here's identifying as a dog.
You also identify as a dog. The audacity.
No one here identifies.
Like, it's really the audacity for me.
I could lightly slap myself in the nose to restart my nosebleed and just bleed out right now on stream. Because that's what I want to do right now. I want to die right now. This is the most dishonest, and I'm cringing more at Blaire White than I am at the dog fetishists. That's what's happening here.
They're so cute. I know.
I don't know if I can continue. This was a bad idea.
I have a question.
Yes.
What sends you into puppy space? Like when you put on these two things or one thing?
For me, it's being on all fours. The gear is, I don't need the gear. The gear is for you to see me as a dog.
Okay.
I don't need the gear.
Actually getting down on all fours, that's it, you're gone.
Yeah.
We don't make it sexual, but I have nothing against those who do.
They don't make it sexual?
That's great. But more power to those who do.
I thought it was.
It's definitely sexual. I'm gonna be honest here, okay? It's definitely a kink thing. I guess so. All right. Oh, I think he means they don't fuck in the gear. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I guess they don't wear the gear and have sex in it, okay? Yeah, that's true. That is actually Summer Star. That's true. This is something that I guess I need to explain now. Kink stuff doesn't always have to be sexual. Like, for example, like BDSM and like sub-dom relationships and stuff like that aren't always sexual, but they can be. It's kind of like that. Yeah, so I guess that's what they mean.
It was a fetish. Now I
It is.
Now I don't even know. I don't even know. Bella just walked by. I can't even look at her. I cannot even look at her. Bella, go away. Go away.
I know, Blaire. White women, am I right? Listen, I know you're a white woman. The urge to fuck the dog is coursing through you right now. I understand. You're a white woman. Fight back against the urge, Blaire. Do what you have to. All right, make sure that dog's okay. Yeah, we're just hands above the camera, Blaire.
I can't. Ugh. bio dogs, am I right?
My family, for example, I think they have a general idea that I'm into some kinky stuff, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's kink.
Didn't y'all just say it wasn't sexual? And now it's kinky? Now you're calling it a kink?
Yeah, like I said before, kink doesn't always have to be like a sexual, like, you don't always, it's, Ben Shapiro's video said he wanted to puke, yeah. Like, I've already said this before, but, like, kink doesn't have to all be sexual. It can be sort of like a weird, kinky relationship dynamic thing. It's weird. I'm not into it, but it's not hurting anybody, and it's definitely not related to trans stuff, especially not in this case. I don't know why Blaire has to lie about it, but I know why she has to lie about it. Money and pushing transphobic narrative.
At this point, just own it, okay? You're getting your rocks off.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Wait, she's telling them not to own it? They're owning it pretty fucking hard, considering they're literally on TV talking about their kink and showing off their gear and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure they're owning it pretty fucking hard.
Already up on TV barking and shit, like, just own it at this point. Please.
I think everyone should try it once, and if they like it, they should try it a second time.
I'm not gonna try it. I'm gonna be real with you, Chad. I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah, no, I think I'll find a different hobby, dude, like knitting or torturing myself online, watching content like this. All right, guys.
You mean lying online?
That is it. I mean, it's not, this isn't it, sis, but it's it for the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to this.
Nope. Subscribe to me. You subscribe to me. Yeah, so that's just Blaire. So this is funny because Blaire is just outright lying right now. It's all this is. So let me explain. Blaire White seems to, for one, she's a grifter. She makes a lot of money off of that, off of this kind of content. But also, she needs to find examples of trans people, one, doing weird stuff, double points if they don't pass well or they look weird, like they have dyed hair or weird piercings or tattoos, whatever, and triple points if they're into like a weird fetish. So she can take a video of a trans dude who, I guess in her opinion, doesn't pass well, and then on top of that, is into a weird fetish and push that to her audience as being like, there is a bad transgender. I'm one of the good transgenders. Look at that. Look, bad transgender in the room. We got to deal with that. There's a bad transgender. Look at the bad transgender. We need to do something about these bad transgenders. And that's what her videos are. That's what all her videos are. So yeah. She lies to push her narrative. She did it with Janae Marie Kroc. That was the one when that's where she got the most shit. Blaire White got the most shit for the Janae Marie Kroc thing because it was just such a blatant lie that was so easy to prove wrong. That, you know, and a lot of people stepped in on shitting on her for that. Even non-political YouTubers did. So she got canceled for that, and she's still losing subs for it to this day. Imagine if every lie that Blaire White told, just basically in every video, imagine if every lie that Blaire White told got as much attention as the Janae Marie Kroc stuff did. What about the time that she lied about trans women who've had bottom surgery being able to have cervical cancer? What about the video in which she lied about a documentary about trans kids, trying to imply that the parents were abusing their children by letting them identify as a different gender? We watched that documentary on stream. Well, I did. I had to mute it because I didn't want to get copyright claimed, and found that every claim she made was a lie. What about the time where she lied about where she just misgenders trans people all the time? Or lies and says someone's not a real trans person. Like, imagine if every time Blaire White lied or did some terrible shit, it got as much attention as Janae Marie Kroc stuff. Blaire's career would be in the fucking gutter. That's all I'm saying. Also, look at that. You see that silver play button on the wall? You see that silver play button? I bet she was thinking she was going to get that gold one. Ooh. Remember when she was about to hit 1 million subs and she lost it? Because the Janae Marie Kroc stuff, I'll never not gloat about that. It's very nice. Imagine she loses 100,000 subs from this, because she's still losing subs. She's only got 33,000 left to lose, and she'll be below 900K. She'll have lost over 100,000 subs because of the Janae Marie Kroc thing. Whew. That right there is a tough scene. That right there is a tough fucking scene. If I recall correctly, puppy play can do really good things for mental health, just like age regression. Yeah, probably Spooksy, but we're not getting into the fucking fetish science or whatever. I just want to talk about how much of a liar Blaire White is. I'm not watching any video links, okay? We're doing a segment. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like on the video. It helps the video a lot. Comment as well. Commenting also helps the algorithm and whatnot. On top of that, if you're new here and you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon so you see more from me. You have to ring the bell, otherwise YouTube doesn't actually notify you whenever I go live or upload a video. It's weird. I don't know why they do it, but they just don't. If you have any extra money and you don't know what to do with it, you can also donate or subscribe by hitting the join button, become a member on the channel, super chatting, donating or subscribing on the website, xanderhall.com/live. Or if you're super based, because today we're doing a media share stream, go ahead and donate through the link in the description right now for Streamlabs, because we're doing a media share stream. So you can donate and send videos with the donation that I'm forced to watch. So if you want to make me watch something, you can donate through that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.